Your fault.
Nope. Instagram's fault. I blame
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Jensen Maydew, Tony Caranco, and your host, Wes Underwood.
And, we bring in Southern women's soccer forward sophomore Kennedy Williams. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing this on a Monday. It was definitely a Monday.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw you're going to be an education major, right?
Yes, I am.
Not to scare you, but get ready for it. Get ready for it.
Of
I am
course,
an
I'm
educator
here now.
myself, so yeah.
Nice.
It's
Yes.
interesting, especially your first week back.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I hear stories. My family and friends of family, all teachers, so I'm ready, kind of.
It's awesome. It's good. That's good. Got that backbone ready to go then, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, all right. First question. Why Southern? You come from Arlington, Texas. What helped you decide to come play at MSSU?
So actually, Coach Boswell was one of the first college coaches that I ever interacted with. And I say it was about my junior year before I could even really start getting recruited, but I could kind of talk to coaches a little bit. She was at one of my soccer coach showcases in Texas, and I kind of just walked up and I was like, hey, introduce myself. She gave me her business card. And so come, a year later, now I'm getting recruited, and she kind of reached out. I reached out back, of course. And so that, everything happens for a reason. So I was like, okay, I think, let me check it out, whatever. Came to the campus, visited. It felt like home already. I really liked it compared to everywhere else I had been, even though it was far from home. And I just felt a connection. I felt like I could relate to her. And when she was talking about the program, I liked the direction she was trying to go with it. So that's how I kind of made my decision.
Awesome. Well done. Well done. Glad you're here because MSSU's the best, right?
It is.
Absolutely. I mean,
Treated me well.
alumni, no favoritism here, right?
Right.
But we'll kind of highlight you a little bit now after that. Last season, you played 16 matches out of 18 as a freshman. You picked up around 400 minutes played. You were 1 of 1 on shots taken last year, so that's pretty awesome. And as well as you scored your first goal collegiately against Nebraska Kearney. Not too shabby, but that being said, what have you been focusing on training-wise this offseason and getting ready for year 2?
So I think my biggest thing that I really realized coming off of last season was I needed to work on my fitness more than I realized. And I think just coming in with the change of like speed of play and things like that, I took a minute to adjust. So I wanted to be ready, hit the ground running when I came in for year 2. So all summer, all I did, I ran. I ran a whole lot. And though it was hot and tiring, I was like, I got to do it. And then also just some position specific things like movement off the ball, kind of different runs I can make and things like that.
Can you walk us through, other than running and cardio, and I mean, which is very much needed in this sport after watching it for the last 5 years for me, but I mean, any other things that you kind of need to touch on that you would like to say out there to the younger guys, fans watching you?
I mean, for sure. Of course, skills, that's important because you need that. And so I say it's good to always keep at least 3 like signature skills in your back pocket that you can use throughout a game. And I got that advice from a friend who's playing at a really high level now. And it's advice that I take with me. So 3
Awesome.
good skills, practice them over and over. Of course, like I said, the fitness, and then just staying consistent is the biggest thing. It doesn't matter if you're doing like the same drill every single time, but as long as you're consistent and you continue to get better and you do even the basic drills that you learn from a young age playing soccer, I think it's really important that you just keep focusing on your touch, your skills, and your fitness and stay consistent.
Okay. And what would you say your personal goal for this season would be? We'll go you first individually, and then kind of what your team is built on as well.
Of course, I want to score more. I at least want to score it would be nice to score in every game if we're reaching real big, but at least I want to, score and assist in when I am on the field, when I play at least half the games, like no matter what, I want to do something when I'm on the field. That's what I've been telling myself, is what I focused on every practice and things like that. But of course, just getting better personally. That's all I want to do. I want to see improvement. If I worked on fitness all summer, then I want to know that, okay, I'm fit for this game, and I felt fit all season. And when I worked on my touch all summer, I want to see that being improved. When I worked on, my shooting and my placement, I want to see that. So most of all, just growth. I want to see it. I want to know that my hard work is paying off, and so far that's going well. So those are just my personal goals. Just if I got one goal last year, then I at least need one more goal this year. Things like that. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well said. Well said. And pretty much, we're going to talk the team now. Brand new, as you guys have 15 new faces, 10 returning faces in the lineup this year. How do you feel about the team's chemistry and camaraderie heading into the season? I mean, you guys have already kind of had a scrimmage against SPU. I mean, what's it like going in now as you've got that first kind of game under your belt?
It's been great, honestly. I think everybody was a little bit scared at first. Of course, the freshmen coming in, they're like outnumbering the rest of us. So they're nervous, and then we're nervous because, of course, we just want good things for our season. But it's been great. I love the girls. It feels like a family already. Of course, we do our team bonding and things like that to get us all bonded, obviously. And
awesome.
Yeah, it really already feels like a family. It feels like I've been with them forever, and it's only been a few weeks, even though it feels like longer. And then, of course, putting it all together on the field has been awesome. We have people who can play in multiple positions. We can swap players around. We're working with different formations. Like, it's been really great, and everyone's really talented. Everyone's really hardworking. We talk to each other, and we figure out, just how to mesh, and we really complement each other. Everyone's, different, but each personality, it just brings out the best in us, and it's been really good. I love it so far.
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Always got to have that camaraderie, or I mean, your team's boring, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But so on that, mentioned that SPU scrimmage last week. What were some of the highlights of that match for you guys?
Well, the biggest one, of course, we had our freshman, Presley Zegler. She's a forward. She chipped the keeper and got us our first goal of the season. So that was really nice. And then, like I said, just being able to put our new formation out on the field and see where everybody was working and, how we play with each other, seeing it all come together, because we were really working on it in practice, walking through some things here and there, but seeing it like all just work out was awesome. Like I said, being able to swap out everybody, people playing multiple positions, those had to be like the best highlights. And then most of all, like the way we just highlighted each other and were able to know, okay, let's do this. Because honestly, before the scrimmage, we didn't even really practice a lot of the offensive piece of our formation. So seeing our creativity with each other without even really working on it a whole bunch, it was awesome. So
sounds great. Yeah. Wish I could have been there. I heard the positives from some of the fans that went, so kudos on that, and glad things are going in the right direction there for sure.
Yes.
And so that being said as well, established goal or motto that you guys have put together towards this season?
So we actually do core values every season, and this season we put together our core values, which are growth, family, and purpose. We like to break out on GFP, okay. But we kind of sat down together and were like, let's figure out our personal core values and then what we want to bring to the table for each other. And like I said, it already feels like a family, so that one was pretty easy to establish. And of course, me personally, I had my goal of wanting to get better and just go forward from last season, and everybody else did too. So of course we want to do that as a team. And with purpose, we just want everything we do. We all have individual purpose. We all want to make sure we're living out to our purpose when we're on the field, whenever we're practicing. Like no matter what we do it with intent. And yeah, so really our biggest thing, our biggest goal or motto is just sticking to those core values and making sure we live up to them every day.
Awesome. Well said. Well said. And all right, next up for the last question here, you guys begin the season September, late September-ish, around 22nd, between 22nd and 27th.
Yeah.
You guys have Northeastern State, Fort Hays State. What are you guys looking forward to here? As you got senior day in the mix there too against Northeastern State. So
of course our senior day will be a lot of fun, but also bittersweet. But I think we're really just looking to get the ball rolling. Every game counts for conference, and we have so many games before then. By then, we're looking to be solid, and we know what works, what doesn't. We know our strengths, our weaknesses. And actually, it was well said by my coach at the scrimmage. Like, that's gonna be the worst we did all season. Not that it was bad, but like if that's the worst, then that's the worst. We only go forward from there. So that's all we're looking to do. Just be solid by our first opener. Be ready to go and hit the ground rolling, and it's only up.
Well said. Well said. Glad to hear it. And okay, fun question. Kind of a serious but fun question. Gonna go favorite players in the MLS, and then your favorite player in the NWSL.
Okay. Do they have to be current?
No.
Okay.
We can go retro, old school, all that jazz.
All right. I will say, for the men's side, it has to be, I don't know. If I go all the way retro, then my favorite is Pele and Ronaldinho. Those are my two favorites if I go all the way.
Fair enough.
Yes. And then for women's, it's more current. I love me some Trinity Rodman and some Mallory Swanson now.
Yes.
and of course Rapinoe, she's an OG. So those are probably my top.
That's a solid 3 right there.
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm gonna say anybody, I'll go Rodman too. I love the way she plays, and I'm a current fan, in and out. And watching what they did this last weekend to the current, I'm just like, okay, there's your answer. They can compete and they can do what they need to do. So
yeah, man, I love watching her play. I'm like glued to the TV, just in awe.
It's awesome. Yeah. But well, thanks for taking time out of your weekend. Thanks for coming on, and hopefully have you back on later in the season.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Take care.
Thank you.